All-in call, table
Phillips
one.
turns over a royal flush.
Royal flush.
Mabuchi, quad aces.
You gotta be kidding me.
Show me some confidence. You can't do it.
Get ready for some serious fireworks. We're diving into the moments when even the strongest hands, yes, even quads, aren't enough to save the day. Watch as poker players completely lose it after suffering one of the most brutal beats imaginable. When you've got quads and still lose, it's not just bad luck, it's pure poker heartbreak. Quads crushed. Our next clip dives into one of the most heartbreaking poker hands ever caught on camera. Andrew Roble, a rising star still chasing his first World Series of Poker bracelet, finds himself in a dream spot until it suddenly transforms into a nightmare. What looks like a heavy victory slips through his fingers in a way that no one at the table could have seen coming.
Raise to 8.
I'll get that.
Call. Call. $18. $42. Call. Cool. All in. And a call.
Oh, bloody hell. Wow. Can you imagine in the commentary box? Oh my God, what a cooler. Unbelievable. Andrew, that is so thick. That is so thick. God, that is so thick. God almighty. I thought you had the 9.
I thought you had a queen.
Yeah. Nice betting. Nice betting.
They both had a queen.
Really nice betting. That's great betting.
The reactions around the table say it all. Stunned silence, wide eyes, and the unmistakable look of utter disbelief. Roble, to his credit, handles the crushing loss with professionalism, but losing a monster pot with quads is kind of a bad beat that sticks with a player forever, and this one will be retold in poker stories for years to come. Royal heartbreak. In this next jaw-dropping hand, we see one of the most brutal bad beats ever caught on camera. Phillips, the epitome of the reckless poker bro, finds himself in a once-in-a-lifetime spot, and he makes sure his opponent feels every second of it.
Mabuchi made a bet after the river onto that scary board. Phillips now fires back with a raise.
Has Justin Phillips bet the shirt off his back?
Action on Mabuchi.
Gamble.
He's all in.
I call. All-in call, table
Phillips
one.
turns over a royal flush.
Royal flush.
Mabuchi, quad aces.
You gotta be kidding me. Quad aces, your last hand of the main event.
What a way to hit the rail.
There's nothing more ultimate than that.
That is a statistical improbability, my friends.
What a horrible river card for you.
Quad aces, a hand that seems absolutely unbeatable, gets demolished by something even rarer, a royal flush. The odds, astronomically low. The aftermath, complete devastation. Phillips doesn't just scoop the pot, he guarantees that this hand will be seared into poker history forever. Enjoying the video so far? Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Losing with quads. What are the odds? The odds of losing with quads to a royal flush are a staggering 1 in 2.7 billion. Here are 3 things more likely to happen than losing with quads to a royal flush. Winning the Powerball jackpot. That's right, with odds of around 1 in 300 million, maybe Phillips should have bought a Powerball ticket instead of playing the World Series of Poker that day. Getting hit by lightning twice. The odds of getting hit by lightning more than 1 time in your life are close to 1 in a billion. Roy Sullivan, a park ranger in Virginia, was struck by lightning 7 times. Being struck by a meteorite. The odds of a person being hit by a meteorite are extremely low, estimated to be around 1 in 1.6 billion. Still, significantly more than the hand that we just reviewed. Hitting quads is a pretty unlikely event, and it's a typical case where you win a lot of money. Here are a few times that quads held up for a massive payday. Quads in the hands of a legend. Facing Phil Ivey at the table is intimidating enough, but when he's sitting on quads, you might as well start counting your losses. In this unforgettable hand, Ivey doesn't just win, he masterfully sets the trap, building the pot without giving anything away.
Ivey got the aces. Limps in. Sam checks back king at clubs. Ruh-roh.
Action. The whole shalada, but here he's really a bit unlucky. Oh, well, that actually, now that is, that's a sight you'd love to see if you're a Phil Ivey fan.
Still doing okay in this
Gotta love it. Slip some rope, you know, in case some, I mean, if a flush runs out, if a club were to come, oh my goodness gracious.
Ivey bets, Sam's gonna raise, Ivey's gonna jam. I mean, he's not gonna like it when he gets jammed on.
He's probably, I don't even think he thinks long. Really.
Sam's gonna feel sick, but he can't fold. Quads.
Wow.
Have some of that.
Wow. What a hand. I mean, this is a sick of three-handed, 1 versus 2 stack in the biggest cooler you're gonna see possible.
By the time the chips are flying, it's already too late. Ivey leaves his opponent bewildered, outplayed, and utterly crushed. This is a hand that reminds us all why Phil Ivey isn't just great. He's a once-in-a-generation force who makes the impossible look easy. Tony G in full force. When Tony G is at the table, you know you're in for a show. And this hand is no exception. Loud, relentless, and always ready to turn up the heat, Tony puts on a masterclass in psychological warfare, backed up by a little help from the deck.
Doing all of this for the people to enjoy the show, enjoy poker a bit. Like bring back the old timers like me and have fun with the game. I know what they're doing, you know? I know what they're thinking. I've thought of everything they have. I have forgotten everything they know. To pillaging.
Raise 225. Fold.
And now...
25.
Yeah, but someone has to protect you. I gave you a room next to my room. Yeah, everyone's protecting you, Warren.
No. 3 players.
Cracking the table.
500.
500.
Just because it's 1 chip. And I don't even have an ace. There you go. I don't have an ace.
And what is it about these big game cash games that he just seems to always do well, or almost always?
Tony. Yeah, he just riles people up and forces them to make big mistakes.
He's gonna call. I know he has an ace.
Puts people off the game and unsettles them, and
has
his own way of doing it.
7. Doesn't matter.
Oh wow.
1500. It's one of those pots where you're gonna chop.
You know, ship to get
I'm
him
gonna
off
go
an
all in
ace
on the river, no matter what happens. There you go. That way I'm showing commitment.
It doesn't really matter, does it? No, it would have gone.
You got to beat 4 6s. Can you do that?
4 6s.
Yeah, you got to beat 4 6. Can you beat 4 6s? No. All right, fold your hand. Fold it. Get rid of it.
Oh wow!
Get rid of it. I'm not lying. Come on. Do you trust me? Fold it, please, for me. Show me some confidence. You can't do it.
It's a 20,000 pot. He's giving him the rub down with that. He's bet 60,000 as well.
I'm a genuine guy. Come on, I'm a stand-up guy.
Dragging in a massive pot of quads, Tony doesn't just win, he makes sure his opponent feels every second of it. Losing the quads is brutal enough, but losing to Tony G when he's firing on all cylinders? That's a special kind of misery only he can deliver. Walked so fast, the king of the sea, and the poker table. In this unforgettable hand, Dan Jungleman Cates proves that you can rule both myth and money. Dressed as Poseidon, the god of the sea, Jungleman might look like he's just here for laughs. But when the cards hit the table and the $840,000 pot builds, he shows everyone why he's a force to be reckoned with.
So we got a straddle from Leon, a raise from Wayne, Jungleman, Try Dan, Smooth calls pocket 8s, and Punat Punsri wakes up with pocket aces. 54,000. Playing some deep stacks.
12. 2 o'clock. Probably won't see you.
Dan Lopi calling with 2 8s.
Board member. Yes, thank you. Yeah, good luck, man. No. 8. Again.
And we just flop quad 8s.
That's the 8 9.
Another player come in.
44.
And this is just disaster for Puna Ponsoon. They're playing. They started this hand for at least 400K. Dan with the slow play. And that is an ace on the turn, and there is no way Puna Ponsoon has a chance to get away now. He's got top boat. Dan Cates is going to bet his quad 8s, it seems. Reaching for chips. Wants to bet the turn. Smaller bet designed to, of course, get the ace to call, as well as those jacks, queens, and kings. We got 1 out to come back. $367,000 in the middle. Backdoor flush does get there. Still got quad 8s. Absolutely sick hand. Is gonna push it all in, and Puna Ponsoon are gonna get the bad news. Shows his aces.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Leon.
Leon.
Not Queen. Leon. Yikes. Leon. Huh?
The costume might be ridiculous, but the poker is dead serious. Jungle Man traps his opponent perfectly and drags in a massive pot, reminding the room that legends aren't just born, they're made, hand after hand. Lightning strikes twice. In our final clip, Benny Spindler reminds us that sometimes poker isn't fair, and other times, it's downright cruel. While most players can only dream of hitting quads once, Spindler manages to do it again, in a spot where millions of dollars are up for grabs.
Here for Benny Spindler, he's certainly going to at least make a call. He possibly might even re-raise. We've seen him do that before. He's got some chips to play with now.
He is a fearless young man, that is for sure. We saw him picking on Kevin Saul in earlier action.
Call, 305,000.
With aces.
Oh my goodness, quads on the flop. Don't ever run bad.
Strange, last time Gomez had aces, won a big pot. This time, 3 of a kind is going to come on board. And now the question is, how is Spindler going to play it? There's no way Gomez thinks if you had a jack, you'd raise here. Well, he's just going to call. Now, the funny thing about this is Gomez actually thinks he's trapping him.
Right, he thinks he's slow playing his hand.
He's doing...
Really care how much Gomez has here.
It's just trying to show weakness, if you will. It's a little bit of a sort of Hollywood move approach to this hand to try to get as many chips in as possible. A big bet once again of $2 million. Oh, and he does. He's moving it all in. Of course, Spindler. He's calling. He's got 4 of a kind. Gomez says, completely dead. River card is totally irrelevant. Spindler wins a monster pot, eliminating Gomez. He's up over 16 million in chips now. Stunned. Look at the crowd. They can't believe it. Pocket aces going down in flames. The river now just a formality. Spindler now is going to have a stranglehold on this tournament.
You get the feeling it's going to take Alex Gomez quite a while to shake this one off, despite taking home $750,000.
With the absolute nuts in his hand and his opponent holding the second best possible hand, there is no escape. This is a brutal cooler, a crushing reality check, and a reminder that when poker wants to be savage, it does not hold back. And that's even against the best. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all the biggest pots, most epic fights, and 6 slow rolls. Thanks for watching.